But first of all, I want you to think about relationships. I want you to think about what builds good relationships, right? So look at here. How are we in our relations, okay? And how should we be? Why don't you tell me what are some of the attributes or some of the things that we should be that builds happy relationships, okay? You guys tell me. Great. We should be kind, right? Very good. We should be patient, right? So all of these build really good relationships, right? Now, probably most of us are able to do this, a lot of the time, right? I mean, we're hopefully decent people, and we can do that most of the time. Now, what happens when we are in maybe really charged emotional reactions or emotional situations where we're stressed out or we feel hurt by something that's been said or done, and we now are in a more emotional state, right? So what do we end up being, okay, in those situations? And let's be honest, right? How does this happen for us? Well, instead of being kind, maybe we could be a little bit mean, or we could be a little bit not nice, right? We could be cold and cut off, right? Great. We can be irritated, okay? Angry, resentful, right? All those kind of things. Does that ever happen to you? I don't know. Maybe I've just made this up, right? Maybe this doesn't happen to us, but I think it does, right? And so we have this situation right here, and this is what happens in our not good moments, right? And unfortunately, for a lot of us, our not good moments are ones that end up not being or happening too often, right? So how do we get to be more of this? Because we look at this side of the equation, right? We look at what is our mentor when we look at these characteristics, right? We look at Christ. Christ is the one that embodies all of these really good characteristics we have, right? And so here is the not good part of ourselves, right? And so what is the bridge, right? What helps us to be over here? The answer is Christ is part of that bridge, right? He helps us to be that way. And the more we can be Christ-like, the more we can be loving, the more we can be under the influence of His Spirit, the more likely we're going to be over here, right? And for a lot of us, we want to be over here, and we hope we're over here, and we try to be. But what happens is for too many of us, we spend too much time in this right column, and it's not because we don't want to be Christ-like. It's not because we aren't converted. It's not that we haven't read our scriptures enough or don't pray enough. What it really is about is that we have our emotional side of us that when it gets triggered, it makes us hard to become Christ-like.